Hello fellow YouTubers, this time round I thought I'd do a little bit of a introduction to my nice little collection of transformers. It is only a small collection, but there's still a couple. Like this old fella, this old beastie from my flyback collection. Came out of a 12-inch bloody black and white CRT. Oh god, it'd be dating back past the 70s. Quite easily past the 70s for that one. And of course, I've got these little guys. And believe it or not, they range from anything from a 48cm up to a 63, and I think this one's a 63. But if you look at the size of that one, then you have a look at the size of this beast right beside it. I don't know what size TV this one came out of, but that's the circuit board tray from it. So, yeah, I dare say it was a fairly big one. But yeah, got all my flybacks. Gonna build a ZVS driver for them fairly soon. And get some nice arcs, especially big fella, this fella here. Then I come to one that's not overly interesting, but it's a handy little testing transformer, and good for popping small caps. 24 volt, 300 milliamp. Like I said, handy little tester. This fellow is yet to be tested. Hence the reason why I brought him up. First thing, we'll go across the windings. 2.1 ohms, showing not a dead short from the windings to the case. Just go for the case just to check I'm getting a connection. There we go, no short, it was just my finger involved. Yes, getting a bit of a, still getting a reading though, just from the secondary, but a bit of a bad reading because of the fact that it's rusted. But that isn't going to be a problem here. Because the next idea, like I was saying, was the idea of using the little transformer for testing. Is I'm going to only liven it up with a small amount of power rather than straight off the line voltage. And it'll also tell me the turns ratio of the whole device. So, run around here. Try and pick a cord up and have a battery land on your foot.
You'll improve the oxygen flow around your body and to your baby. You're lowering the risk of miscarriage and serious health problems for your baby. And because it's twice as important to get the help you need, Quidline has people to support you, whether you're already pregnant or planning to be. There's even a free app packed with games and baby fun to get you through the cravings. Phone Quidline today and ask about Quick for You, Quick for Two. Authorised by the Australian Government Canada.
Now, fair idea this will overload this transformer, but that is a considerable voltage. Feeding 24 volts in and getting 79 to 80 volts out. I'll do a little verification on that input voltage here. Nice to see a 24 volt transformer puts out 30.6 volts. Now I'm not going to strike an arc with that because the ballast setup is actually set up with smaller contacts for this little beastie. And I know one thing, high one voltage one rules. Mate, I've had the same problem getting flybacks that you have, with the leads being chopped off them, which is a right royal pain in the arse, especially when you want to use it. And anybody who watched the previous video will know this little beastie I'm hooking up. But before I go and flick the switch on that one, I've also acquired 3 of these little fellas. Now, I'm not one for liking Holdens really, but hey, if they come with parts you can use, why not? Just the ignition coils out of them. It's out of the Commodore. Now, once more into the breach for this bloody CFL. Let's see if I can kill this buggy yet. Yeah, a little bit of blackening down the base of the tube, but you don't seem to want to die yet. Little 10 watt CFL and it's got 1200 watts going through it. Because I've got these little fellows. I even got a new one. Standard 400 watt mercury vapor ballast, so nice and easy. 2 wire jobs, not like the American ones, a coil and core job. Well, if that ain't gonna die, let's do something that will. That was a bit of a silly idea. Didn't unplug it before I grabbed it. But it's out now. Now, what I'm going to do is we'll zoom in on this fellow. There we are, right where I want it. No, not you. Get out of the way, you. At least this thing will have the decency to die. Now you'd think the bastard would have the decency to die, but obviously not. That's the arc from this fella with 1200 watts. Don't worry, I've got a fan going. That's why it's blowing it out. Oh well, about one of those. Believe it or not, there's a screw sitting down beside the transformer here. It was having a rather large amount of fun jumping around all over the place. And those of you that have seen all my early videos would, of course, recognise this beast. And in a month's time, when I get when I've actually got some money aside, I'm going to buy a clamp meter to find out what sort of current this thing really does throw out. Needless to say, she's still a goer and still a smoker. Except the thing is, it's the secondary that's smoking, not the whole bloody thing. And last but not least, a little project in the making. Nice, fairly beefy old thing. This is going to be another high current job. But that'll be all for now, folks. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.